Hi, welcome to Open Door Yoga. My name is Michelle, and this practice is part of my Stability and Mobility series. It's focused on the upper body, and as promised, it is a version designed for the chair. The only prop you need today is that chair, and as always, make sure it's a stable chair with 4 legs, and if you're practicing on a yoga mat like I am, that all 4 legs are grounded down into the mat so that you can be stable as you transition through different postures. So take a minute, get set up, then let's get started. We're going to start today's practice seated towards the front edge of your chair. So if you're leaning on your backrest, scoot forward so that you can sit upright on your own. Ground down through both of your feet, and then also ground down through both of those sitting bones evenly. You could stack your knees over your ankles, keeping your knees in line with your hip points. And as your lower body feels stable, feels strong, stack your shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders. Crown of your head begins to reach up towards the sky. Notice as we find this tall, upright spine, any stretching sensations that you feel in your side bodies, maybe even in the tops of your shoulders as you sink those shoulders down away from your ears, even into the sides of your neck as you keep reaching the crown of your head up towards the sky, almost like there's a magnet on the top of your head and a magnet on the ceiling. Get your spine as long as you can. Release your hands down by your side, and on your next inhale, sweep your arms slowly at the pace of your breath up and overhead until your palms touch. Exhale, slide them down through heart center. Pausing here at the end of your breath just to feel a little bit of a stretch in your wrists. Release your hands and then move with your breath through a few cycles here. As you sweep those arms up and over, keep the shoulders down, even as your fingertips reach up towards the sky. Same thing as you slide your arms down. Notice if your shoulders start to creep up. And if they do, that's okay. That's what yoga is about. It's about exploring. Notice what happens in your body. And then make adjustments for the posture to settle in a little bit more fully every time. Let's just take one more cycle here. Exhale, pause with hands at heart center, and then inhale, tall spine. Exhale, press your right palm into your left, ascend your elbows towards the left, gaze past your right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Keep moving. Trying to keep that breath-body connection. Allowing your natural pace of your inhales and exhales to control your movement. Let's take one more to the left. One more to the right. As you come back to center, release your hands down to a comfortable spot on your thighs. We'll just be here for a moment, but if it feels good to take a shoulder roll or two, feel free to do so. As you're ready, bring your palms to touch, interlock your fingers, and then flip your palms out. Begin to extend your arms, sliding them up and overhead until your upper arm bones are in line with your ears. Press your palms up, slide those shoulders down. Full breath in. Exhale, twist from your core to the right. Inhale, rise, or untwist, and then exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, untwist or unwind. And move with your breath, alternating between twisting to the right and twisting to the left. Shoulders are still stacked over those hips. Tops of the shoulders are still trying to sink down away from those ears. Shoulder blades flat on the back body. One more on each side. One more inhale to center. Exhale, unflip the palms, bring them behind your head. And then inhale, begin to open up through your chest into a seated cow. Exhale, arms come up and over, knuckles pressed towards the front of the room, seated cat. Now move here with your breath, cycling between Bitilasana or cow pose and Marjarayasana or cat pose. We're warming up our spine a little bit. And because we're bringing our arms up and overhead, we're keeping a little bit of focus on the shoulders. Let's take one more cycle through cow and through cat. And then release your hands down to a comfortable spot on your thighs. Take a minute to restack your shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders, if you've lost this tall spine sensation in your body. From here, we're gonna bring our elbows up so that our upper arm bone's parallel with the earth and bring our forearms together. So now to get our whole forearms to touch, our palms may be split apart, and that's okay. From here, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be reaching our fingertips or the knuckles of our fingers up and over towards the back wall, and then bringing them back down. So check in with those forearms, make sure they're flush together this whole time. And you may be feeling like this is a lot of work. Keep pressing those forearms together. This takes a lot of mobility in the shoulders. You can probably even see my arms shaking quite a bit. Just take 2 more rounds here. Keep those shoulders down away from your ears. Last time through. And then exhale, release those arms down. Take a shoulder roll or 2. From here, we're gonna do some arm circles. So we're gonna build a little bit of heat into that upper back body shoulder area. So extend your arms out to the side, about shoulder distance. Zip those fingers together. We're gonna trap this heat, trap this energy, ground down through both of your feet, and begin to make some circles forward. Small circles, controlled circles. If you don't feel anything yet, no worries, we'll be here for a little bit. And as we go through these shoulder circle variations, check in with your form. Are you starting to slump that upper body? If so, that's okay. Just pull those shoulder blades flat on the back body. Change directions. As you begin to fatigue, you may notice your shoulders starting to creep up towards your ears. And if that happens, just lower them back down. Let's fly. Maybe take some mindful awareness moments on that low back. Are you starting to slump and dump that weight into your low back? If so, pull that navel and lift up off of your waist. Strong core. We're gonna do this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Give yourself a shoulder roll or 2 if it feels good. And then sweep those arms forward. Fingertips reach towards the front of the room, and then pull your upper arm bones back into your shoulder sockets. Tuck that left elbow under the right. You can bring your hands to your shoulders, lifting through your elbows, or you could take a full eagle pose here if it feels good in your body. I'll turn a little bit to the side so you can see me better. If you're taking the full posture, hug those forearms together just like we did a few minutes ago. Keep lifting through the shoulders, through the elbows. And exhale, release. We'll take it to the other side. If it feels good to take a shoulder roll or two in the middle, feel free to do so. And then send those fingertips forward and then pull that upper arm bone back. So shoulder blades flat on your back body. Tuck your right elbow under your left. Find the option that feels best for you. So hands can rest on the shoulders, or if you have that mobility, you can wrap all the way back around, finding this other version of eagle pose. They're both versions of eagle pose. If you've taken the second version, hug those forearms together. And come back to your breath. Breathe deep. All the way down into your low ribs. One more inhale. Exhale, release those arms down. We're just going to do one last stretch to get into our neck a little bit. So inhale, right arm comes up and overhead, and then release the palm to the top of your head. Exhale, slowly guide your right ear down towards your right shoulder, knowing that there's going to be a little bit of space. So be kind and gentle to your neck. You can let your left fingertips drop down towards the earth. You could even reach them away from your body. You might feel that sensation a little bit differently. And find what feels good to you. One more full breath in here. And exhale, shimmy and slide to bring your nose down towards your armpit. Notice where you feel this sensation a little bit differently in your body. Left fingertips can keep sinking down, or they can stay out to the side. Inhale, release, unwind, come back to center. Let's take it to the other side. So on your next breath in, left arm comes up and overhead, left palm plants on the top. Exhale, draw your left ear gently towards that left shoulder. Maybe you feel the sensation enough in the shoulder where you are, or maybe you want to take another option here. Keep those shoulder blades flat on your back body. So if you're noticing this front shoulder rounding in, pull it back. Exhale, find that nose to armpit. I got to come up with a better name for that one. But for now, it's nose to armpit. Again, right shoulder is down and shoulder blades flat on your back body. Inhale, release, come back to center. Feel free to take any last minute postures that feel good in your body before making your way to the Shavasana of your choice. Thanks for sharing this practice with me today. Namaste.